let's say hello to Dr. Alfred Sparman. How you doing, man?
Good morning. How you
the
doing?
doc. I didn't hear a crossover release from you today.
Many years, man.
I didn't hear one this year.
You talking about 6 years?
You're busy now, huh?
Yeah,
Jeez,
doing other stuff.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Good
Right.
morning,
Yeah.
you guys
Good
out there.
Good morning.
It's Saturday, and it's 9 o'clock. Every Saturday, we do 9 to 9:30. Living. Talk about living with all type of diseases, and living poor, and living the life of the rich. Life in itself. And we promote health, and I talk about modification of lifestyle, and we do that every week. And if you're tuning and you stay tuned and pay close attention to these tidbits, you can add 20 years to your life. I'm going to come back and talk to you in a few minutes. We got Mighty Gabby, Anthony Gabby Carter with us today. For the whole week, actually, no, I should say, let me correct myself, the whole month, every Saturday, we'll be talking to at least one Calypsonian, and I'm trying to get a semi-finalist here too. And we're gonna talk about how they keep fit, how they're able to run back and forth on the stage, and what a life like, what life like is like to be a Calypsonian. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's your favorite doctor, Dr. Sparman. www.thesparmanclinic.com or dr.sparman@thesparmanclinic.com. You know, I'm here every Saturday morning from 9 to 9:30 to bring to you health tips and how to live this life, how to live longer. We can't give you life, but we could help to, as doctors, prolong your life. And today we have Gabby in the studio. We'll be talking about exercising and so forth. I introduce him in a couple of minutes. But exercising, you wonder, why is it everybody's into this exercise thing, and why is everybody talking about exercise? Why is it good for you? We'll talk about it. There are 3 forms of exercise, actually. You have the aerobic exercise. You talk about well-balanced exercise, of course. And you have the strength training, and you have the flexibility training. We'll talk about the studies that have been done. It shows that aerobic exercises has increased your lifespan and decrease your incidence of all type of diseases, including diabetes and hypertension and so forth. So, what benefits do you get with exercise, actually? First of all, the mind. It helps the mind. Some endorphins are released that really cause you to be happy and peaceful. These transmitters are released in the brain. If you exercise, it helps you to sleep better also. And people who are mildly depressed and got a low self-esteem, yes, it does. It helps you. So, that's first. It helps your mind. How about it help you to look better? People who exercise regularly, they're more toned, they're stronger, they're healthier. And also, it causes you to lose weight. And in losing weight, people have less problems like high cholesterol and pressure issues and sugar issues and so forth. So, as you lose weight, you're healthier and your organs work better. And then we go to things like osteoporosis, which is, women are very prone to that. If you exercise even earlier in your life, and even if you see with exercising, you can start at any time. It doesn't have to start early. You just start exercising, the old and the young. But it decreases the incidence of osteoporosis, which is really thinning of your bones, and women are more prone to these things. So now you see why it's very important to exercise and keep your body healthy. Gabby, good morning.
Good morning, Doc.
This is a friend. This is not only this guy here, you know.
Good morning, Mighty Gabby.
Mighty Gabby, you see that?
Morning, Kev.
Is he Mighty Gabby?
Yes.
Mighty, about 7 mighties before his name.
Or the mightier Gabby.
8 or 9 mighties before the man name.
No. You know, Kevin, we're going to only realize this gentleman, what a stalwart we have in this country until we can't see him anymore.
Oh.
I was saying that.
That happens, you know. That happens.
I mean, a man like Gabby, he's talented, extremely talented.
Over-talented.
Oh, goodness. This country was blessed to have him, but I think that we could do a little bit more for this gentleman while he's alive.
That's true.
He died, then you name a road after him, and you build a nice
big funeral
monument.
and all kinds of sort
You
of
can't see
thing.
it.
And, you know, the TV presentations, all the music playing on the radio. You can't even collect the royalties.
Thank you.
So do it now. Do it now.
It's nice to have friends like you.
Do it now. Honor him now.
How do you feel, Gabby? Tell me how you feel.
Physically, I feel fine because I work out, of course, with Earl Maynard. And
with who? Earl Maynard?
Yes, Earl Maynard is perhaps the greatest bodybuilder Barbados has ever produced.
He's a world-class trainer.
This is the man who beat Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, in
bodybuilding.
In Mr. Olympus.
Yes, so you know, and let's face it, Arnold admitted that he was on the thing.
On the thing. He was on the thing, yeah.
At the time, Earl still be there. But it's fun because I'm there with my friends and we work out and then we go down a walk on Long Beach and so on. And I feel great. I feel good. I am in better shape than I was 15 years ago.
Even before that.
Yes.
Why you find that you have to exercise?
Well, I exercise, first of all, of fun, relaxing. And then I was a little bit talented in that when I was a youngster, I used to play every game, but I was Barbados road tennis champion.
All right.
So
I didn't know that.
Oh,
yeah, man. Legend before you even start. Legend. He's a legend.
I mean, this guy
mighty, I tell you.
So I was one of the few ambidextrous players who could play with either left or right. But anybody who grew up with me knew that I could swim extremely well, and I played cricket, and I played football, what they call soccer today. A little basketball. I was never good at that game. But everything that was there running, I was a very good long distance runner. And so, like, you know, I came up physically fit, and around me were people who were brilliant at running, people like Patsy Callan, who came from Westbury Road and so on. And my sister played table tennis for Barbados. My brother played football for Barbados. I had a brother who was a first-class lawn tennis player. Batson's family, like Peter Batson and Celeste Batson and all that, they're all athletic.
You had real competition around you, man.
Competition and encouragement. So, you know, I always try to keep fit. And those days we said, oh God, you gotta be so bony. But they didn't understand. I was trying to keep bony. And it's harder today because as you get older, it becomes harder. But if you commit yourself to decide, look, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, then it doesn't come as hard, and it helps your heart, it helps your breathing. Those long notes that I can hit, it came on properly, you know what I mean? And it also alerts your mind so that, you know, it allows you to think quickly on your feet. So that extempo and so on, that's quick thinking. A lot of that had to come through being physically fit.
That's true.
You know? And the quick writing. I don't know how the writing ever came like that, like boom, boom, boom.
I understand Byron Lee called you, and you called him back in 5 minutes.
It wasn't 5 minutes, it was 7 minutes.
7 minutes. 5 minutes.
And
with one of the legendary calypsos of all time.
Give me soca, yeah.
Give me soca.
Yeah.
I want
but
me
I
soca.
can give a better one than that. I was here at Starcom with Mark Fingal at night, and he said to me, I heard that you just claim that you write these songs in 10 minutes and 15 minutes. I'm going to the bathroom and come back. Have something there, let me see how far you get. So I started writing. He said, no, you can't trick me. That with something that you had in your head already. So let me tell you, I'm giving you the subject. The subject is such and such and such a thing. I said, all right. Mark went to the bathroom and came back in about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And I said, here it is. He looked, he said, the lyrics seem hard to me, but you get an email yet? I said, I said, I have written the melody. So I sang the song for Mac. Mac went to the ear and he said, ladies and gentlemen, if he was from China, Ling Pong Wang Bang, you all will recognize him as the fastest songwriter in the world. Here in Barbados is the fastest songwriter in the world in the personage of Gabby. And I laughed because I thought it was so funny, because in that time what Mac did not know is that for a minute before he came back I had already written the song, but he could only judge me on when he returned.
No, wait a minute. Me, you were sitting down sometime in your house and you did a record that takes less than a minute.
A song?
I don't remember what the song was. You sat there, you wrote there, you were telling me, look how fast I can write the song.
Yes,
and
that
you
happened.
had 4 verses. down pat.
And that took about 5 or 6 minutes. But to all, it was a minute. But I wrote a song for him 2 a day. He came by me and told me he had this
Which
idea.
one was that? Which one is that?
Out of the thousands of songs.
Was it called it? Oh, I know. Trouble in the Land.
Trouble in the Land.
Trouble in the Land.
We did that in about 10 or 12 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a long time before Dr. Sparman sees you as a patient. he ain't making the money from you at all.
No. The duty is to keep people from coming to
Keep him like that. Huh?
Yes. But before we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's just go to the first song. What's this first song going to be? Swimming, right?
Swim.
You said you used to swim.
Swim, yeah.
Let's say that. I didn't hear that one. Let's say that.
Swim is a song about exercise.
Oh, that's a form of exercise there, man.
Exercise,
So you grew up with people around you that were fit and prone to exercise and so forth. So that could have been an influence, but also your career that you have chosen.
Yes.
It seems to be they sync together. Guy who exercises and keep a healthy lifestyle will perform better on stage, am I right? Breathing exercises and all that type of stuff.
Yes, it becomes part of you. It's not a matter of that you're doing something. It becomes almost like breathing itself. It becomes natural, so that you crave for it. If you are into exercise, you crave for it. You have people say, "Oh my God, he's a gym freak or a gym rat or something." He's craving for it because it keeps him feeling good, him or her.
So you never like fell off the bandwagon? Like sometimes you get tired, I don't feel like doing this.
Of course,
and put on
yes,
weight.
That's happened.
How do you
and
do
people
that?
look at me and they go, "Hey, Garrett, so what happened? You're pregnant or something?" It's you fell off because things would happen. You might work long hours. You come home late, you haven't eaten for the day, and you go and make the mistake of eating at night. So when you lay down watching TV in that couch, those calories and all that metabolism is not working as it should. So you do it once, you do it twice, you do it 5 times, you do it 20 times, you do it 100 times, and suddenly one day you wake up and realize you're 8 million pounds, right? When you know that it's not you. And the routine has you to the point where, you're just not taking that time to eat at the right time so that the metabolism works properly.
But I'm listening to you, and I'm hearing 2 things right here, and it makes a lot of sense. You're talking about exercising, you're talking about how you love doing this stuff, and you are really, as a matter of fact, you made yourself love it. Some people out there, they go and just exercise and see people pulling weights and doing all types of stuff. They want to do that. That's why they fall off. You have to find an exercise that you like. If you like walking, walk. If you like running, riding, find out what you like doing. Swimming, what you like doing. If you like it, then you'll have a reason to stay in and do it. And it should be a part of your life. I make it part of my life too. But you mentioned something about eating. So it's not only exercising, it's also your diet.
Yes.
And we know something that you got in common.
Yes.
But before we talk about that, we're going to come back. What's the second sound? Let's play reinforce, right? We're going to reinforce. Exercise. Oh, win. Oh, wind force.
Wind force.
Oh, I thought it was
Wind
reinforce.
force,
I was going to reinforce this exercise thing. Wind force.
Wind force. Written from Marcia Channel's Wind Force Band.
You seem to... You're a Gabby fan, aren't you, Kevin?
I'm a big Gabby fan.
Listen, I'm honored.
If I was a woman, I would have gone out with Gabby twice already.
No, but Gabby, you well honored, man. This guy.
Yeah, Gabby's my mentor.
He's well read too,
Yeah, man, he's a good.
You sit down and listen to Gabby. I've learned so much from you, Gabby. I tell you, I'm really honored to be your friend.
Oh man, it's mutual.
How long you been a vegetarian? Let's talk about your diet.
Well, that happened by happenstance. It really wasn't a planned thing. I was living in New York. I went to a Saturday morning, a workshop called Each One Teach One, right, with Alma John. And I was there, and at the end of the program, I saw this guy eating coconut. Right. I was craving coconut because I had never had one piece in 4 years.
Okay.
So I said, where do you get the coconut? He said, the Harlem Market. I said, I have coconut here in New York? Of course. I said, I had never seen it. I said, but why are you eating the coconut? He said, I don't eat meat. I said, what? Because I thought I thought once you don't eat meat, you're going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my head.
Yeah. You got to eat meat with your food.
You got to eat meat with your food. I mean, I said, what? No fish, no nothing. I said, how you living? He said, I get my protein from things like coconut. Do you know that a coconut milk has the same protein as a half pound of beef? I said, what?
Whoa.
I said, but that is interesting. I like that. Went home, told my wife at the time, I said, you know, I'm quitting eating meat. She said, it's foolishness you're talking. I said, I'm serious. But I went too quickly, and it affected me. I went to a doctor. The doctor told me that I should not have gone cold turkey like that. That what I should have done is to use the food with the gravy and slowly come off of it, because
wean yourself off.
Right. I didn't know. I just wanted to do this thing. But when I finally came off for it in about 2 weeks, I never went back to like pork products. I haven't eaten pork products since 1974. And but the other dairy products and so on, I quit that when I got my eye injured in the hospital. I was in the hospital and the food came, and it didn't look right to me, and I said, I don't want to eat that, and I survived. And I said, if I could come out of this hospital and don't eat meat, when I'm home altogether, I will never eat meat again. I will eat seafood, but I would never eat meat again.
So we talking really with red meat?
Yes, red meat. And then I started reading that on red meats and this and that, and how people who eat fish, how healthy they are, and how the Eskimos eat mostly like fish and seals, and
live long,
and heart attacks are almost non-existent among them. I said, what? And I started to stay to my program and my diet, and I felt great. And I don't know if it's my mind or what, but since I started that, I don't need the 6 and 7 and 8 hours sleep that other people need. My body is fully recovered after 5 hours. I don't need it. I haven't slept 6 or 7 hours in years because my body don't need it.
So you get more done as an individual.
Well, yeah, because you have the extra 2 hours that other people
Everybody got 20 hours, you got 22.
Look at that. But you know, the thing is, this vegetarian lifestyle, I mean, in other words, you're not only talking about not eating a lot of meat, red meat, you're talking about even implementing a lot of fiber in a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Yes.
And the minute that I don't do it, my body tells me. Recently, I was busy and just eating like without the fruits, just the fruits, and I had to go to Dr. Sparman because my body told me, "What are you doing? You have to come back to me."
And the last time I checked you, had a good, clear bill of health, man. So it looks like it works out well to really eat well and exercise, guys.
Yeah.
Looks as though you do that too, Dr.
I have to. I play the part, because you imagine going to a doctor and the doctor telling you to lose weight and he's got a big stomach. It makes no sense, man. So yes, I have to live the part, but I enjoy it because I tell people I want to live forever, you know. Man, Gabby, what advice would you have for people out there, and how would you advise them to eat and to exercise?
I would stay away from the junk food. It is very tempting, it's very tasty, but stay away from the junk food. I mean, a lot of young people are hooked on the fast food. You know, we can't call the names of the places, but this is absolutely wrong. And the macaroni pie. Look, I was shocked one day. I went to a house at about 1 o'clock a Sunday, and they were serving food, and the main thing was the macaroni pie. So I said, why are you all eating that poison? They go, Gabby, these Bajans, we got to have a little macaroni pie
on a Sunday.
Even after, and I said, what, you know, it's all right, but like not them portions, you know. It's good, but not those big, huge portions.
Let me interrupt you. You know that we have a guy living here in this country named James Susnick. He's she would be 100.
James Susnick?
Yes, Susnick. Yes,
James
Susnick, actually. Susnick. Sorry, James. Turned 113 this year.
We call him Doc.
You call him Doc?
Yeah.
113.
You met him really?
That is my family. Doc Susnick.
There's one guy beating him in Japan right now.
Yeah.
He got 100. He became 115 actually
Doc
this year.
is so brilliant that up to a few years ago, I don't sure what Doc. I saw him 2 years ago. He was still able to read newspaper.
Yeah, without glasses.
Without glasses. At over 100.
I know. I saw him only a few
He
weeks,
looked
a few months
so.
ago.
His skin. I look at Doc and I said, nah. I mean, please. Where are the wrinkles?
Listen. What do you think then is responsible for patience? You know how many centenarians you have in this country?
Barbadians, those centenarians ate yam, potatoes, edible, pumpkin. They exercised, they walked. Before it being a program, it was a thing to do.
So
naturally.
well, let's wait a minute. You go to Guyana, you go to St. Vincent, and you go to Jamaica. You don't have the percentage per capita of centenarians in those countries. Why is that? They did the same type of thing, walking. And why you think there's some genetic pooling?
I don't know if it's genetic pooling only. It might well be, but at the same time, I think that the ability to withstand stress in Barbados was great. I mean, it sounds ridiculous. I'll tell you why. Barbados wasn't just a place where slavery took place. Barbados was a headquarters for slavery. At one time, Barbados was the richest country in the world.
Are you kidding?
Not a well-known fact.
So?
Because the British had made Barbados the place. And so, from Africa to Barbados, it was the closest. And then they would break the slaves in Barbados. They make us slaves. Because, I always say that no slaves came here. That's another subject. I say no slaves ever came to Barbados. All people came and were enslaved. It's different. Because how do you make a human being a slave? You take away their language, you take away their religion, you take away their culture.
The family.
Once you break that and the family unit, then you have a slave. And then when you take away that language and you teach them yours, you teach them how to worship like you and so on, then you become a slave, right? And so that stress, they were able to withstand much, much, much more stress than most of our brothers and sisters.
But I mean, some of those people would have been diffused into other lands too, because from here they put some in Guyana.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you, Al, the ones that was really withstanding all the pressure, yes, because this had to be the epicenter. This country, this little island, had to be the place where the example was set. You want to be great? Look at Barbados.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have the mighty Gabby, and this name is gonna be years and centuries to come. People be talking about this wonderful gentleman, and you have him around you. And Gabby, we are happy to have you. I'm honored. Kevin, we are honored.
Of course.
We're sitting with us, honored being in the same room with this guy, And what you doing for this year?
Well, I have a couple of songs. One is called Popsicle, I Come For You.
Oh, wow.
And the other one, that's a funny song. And then the other one, a lot of humor too, called CBC, Pornography.
Oh, pornography.
I sang it once, and the people went berserk. And we're having it on Tuesday.
That's the judging night, right?
No, our judging doesn't occur yet. I think we are the last 10 to judge, but we are going to be at the plantation on Tuesday.
Good. Well, guys,
Gabby, big show.
Yeah,
the big show.
The big show. Come out and check out Gabby. Listen to him. He's a contender and Bag and who else?
Yes, TC, Natalie, Adonijah, Serenade. I'm trying to call the names off my head. Biggie Irie.
And all those guys.
Hear more. Oh my God, beautiful Mac thing.
I'm coming Tuesday. I'm coming to check you out, man. I'm coming front seat there, Gabby.
Yeah, all right, my brother. Wonderful.
Gabby always come to my functions, so I go to his.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, Gabby.
I'll congratulations on your book.
Oh, Switch.
How many hits are you getting?
We're getting like 31 million hits on
Are you serious?
On Switch by
31.
I think we got a bestseller, guys.
Million hits.
31 million hits. Yes.
I want you to know, I had Dr. Cassandra for 10 million years, and I'm only at 250,000.
Is that so? Switch is just, listen, people, I'll be getting all kind of reports, all kind of good reviews in it. So guys, pick it up. Gabby, thanks for coming. Kevin, thanks for having us here.